Get over here!
Alright, so we only really have access to one mode right now. Fun fact, guys, there are multiple modes to this, and as a bit of a treat for this, for today's, playthrough, we're gonna play through this game 100%. So, let's have fun with that. Alright, level 1, or stage 1, Moonlight Temptation. Great start there. Is this thing really called a glutton train? Weird, but okay. There we go. Desperation attack. Boom. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Thank you for saving me. Was it the demon's power you used to steal that beast?
You're a shardbinder. That power can summon forth demons at will. I cannot allow that.
Wait! It is true that I am a shardbinder. However, I have sworn to be the ever righteous in my command of this power. I refuse to be used for evil.
Then show me the proof of that determination in battle. And here we got Miriam, the main character of Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Okay, fun fact, Arcane. I actually had to do a female voice multiple times for the campaign I ran, and they actually comment that I do a female voice relatively decently for, like, you know, being a guy. It also helps with doing crossplay, because I can actually competently fool someone into thinking I'm just a girl with a semi-deeper voice. So, that's always fun. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to my health. Dang it. Okay, so, well, that just happened. The thing is, am I gonna be able to survive its desperation attack? Nope! Wait, I survived it? What? I'm okay! I'm okay with that! I thought I was gonna die from that desperation attack. Well, how'd that happen? Ah! I should have switched to Zangetsu. That was bad. Oh no! No, 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 no. Oh, I need that. I need that desperately. Alright. I hate to do this, but it needs to be done. Your turn. So yeah, despite what I just did, there is a method to my madness here. I need Miriam for that. Alright, so now that we have Miriam, here we go. That's what I need. And with that, everyone's max health is increased, which is fantastic. Oh, remember these guys? Hi, Medusa heads. Didn't miss you. Honestly, this boss fight's kind of a joke, if I'm being honest. He's not that hard. Money is a crime. Like so. Like, for some reason, hitting the money piles, like, damages him. That makes this boss fight, honestly, trivial. Ah, I got hit, but that's fine. Yeah, like, it's a cool boss fight, but it's kind of a joke. So be it. I'll let you continue breathing for now. I'm not sure how well I can emulate David Hayter's voice. He does a really good job with Zangetsu's voice in Bloodstained. Now then, little story, guys. Right here. This is my favorite theme in the game. Blasphemy Unto Heaven is arguably my favorite song from Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. I love this theme. I love Blasphemy Unto Heaven. This is a great song. Alright, so here we have something cool. If we didn't have Jeeble, we would have to be forced to go up that way. But since we have him... yeah, baby! Let's change up Zangetsu's weapon. Perfect. Ah, I see what we need here. So in order to get past this, we need ice with Alfred, which we can't get, unfortunately. I think I took up the torch that had the ice weapon. Oh no, I just realized we can do this! Beautiful. We can't actually damage him, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm not above using Alfred here. This is what makes Alfred really good, is that fire shield. There we go! Honestly, Shadow Mage, this didn't seem like that hard of a boss because I made it not seem that difficult. I know how to fight that boss for all intents and purposes. Okay, here we go. Look up this dude. Velku EB. This guy doesn't have a lot of subscribers. However, he did a cover of Blasphemy Unto Heaven, which is absolute amazing sauce. Like, I really, really like what he did with this theme. So yeah, like that's his YouTube. He doesn't have a lot of subscribers, but this dude is incredibly talented. This is one of my favorite songs to listen to. I actually used it in a boss fight for one of my Dungeons and Dragons sessions. So if you guys can like show him some love, because again, this theme is amazing. So go check him out, guys. Yeah, I'm with you, Elise. I love metal covers. I love Family Jewels. I love Richard E.B. Guys like that, I actually really love. There we go. Easy. Yeah, that is a callback to Rondo of Blood. Oh, no, no, no! I should not have cast a spell during that. Okay, that was my bad. There we go. Oh, jeez. And there we go. Okay, so, fun little fact, guys. When I first played this, I thought this was sand. I thought all that flowy stuff was sand, but no, it's in fact insta-death lava. I learned that the hard way. So, don't touch it. Bad idea. Ah! Scissorman! I forgot about the scissorman. Yeah, don't touch the hot stuff. The floor is literally lava. You mother fifer! Well, there goes that. I'm actually going to keep the spell tag. Ah! Scissorman! Get away from me, Scissorman! Okay. Okay, hang on. You guys may know what this next room is a reference to. I'm using Alfred for this. There we go. Yep, it's that hallway. There we go. Nice work, Alfred. Ah. That took quite a hit, but Alfred made it. Cool. Yeah, Miriam is just generally really good in this game, specifically just because of her range. Okay, now this is cool. Normally you would not be able to get past there unless you had a certain weapon set. But we have that weapon set, but you have to use it in a smart way. First you have to use the fire shield with Alfred, switch to Jeeble, and there we go! How cool is that? And that's exactly the weapon I needed. Oh, no, 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 no! I don't want to, I actually don't want to kill it. That's what I want to do. Get on top of it. Is there a way to... Oh, jeez. There is a way to destroy those things, isn't it? Okay, freeze. Or do I need... I need something to get past those barriers. I forget what it is. It might actually be... Is it this? It is! So that's why they kept giving us the axe! Ha! Yes! Ah, don't want to use sub-weapons. Man, Miriam has disgusting reach! I actually want his low arc. Ah! I'm good. There we go. Yeah, no, this is one of the coolest boss fights in this game. I love this fight. I actually haven't shown off what that can do. Ouch! Yeah, those things are going to constantly be at our, constantly be on us. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. That's a problem. I'm not even gonna bother with that extra life. I'm just going. Ah! Woo! That was close! Yeah, let's just do this. And then I immediately grab the freaking clone ability, which I don't want. But that's fine, I got through it. Okay, let's start with Alfred. I figured the freeze spell didn't deal damage at all. But again, it was really all I had. I'm now realizing just how overpowered Alfred is in this boss fight phase. Holy crap! Alright. Let's start with Alfred for defense. And then we'll switch to the others for offense. Alright, Crescent Moon. Beautiful. Alright, let's go to Zangetsu. There we go, now we're cooking! Okay, Half Moon. Alfred's staff may be slow and stubby, but at least the hitbox lingers for a good while. Let's go to Miriam, actually. Let's see if I can save some weapon energy by doing something. Yep, there we go. I probably wanted the triple dagger, but that's fine. I can deal with this. There we go. Yeah, it does kind of look like Lunala, doesn't it? Alright, Crescent Moon. Actually want to stay in place here. There we go. Alright, Alfred! Oh, snap! New attack! Yes! How fitting that I finished it with Zangetsu's sword, too. Oh no, Zangetsu! Zangetsu was astonished by his own actions. For what reason did he do this? He existed to slay demons and take revenge, but long-lost emotions had been rekindled. However, the frick. So I didn't read it in time. The actual, proper way to play through this is basically just keep on replaying, but now we have access to Nightmare Mode. In order to save Zangetsu, who has fallen into darkness, his allies set out once more. We're not doing that right now! We are going to start a new game, but still on normal mode. And still on veteran. You're going to see why. Alright. So, here we have Miriam once again. But We can't let him live this time. And here we have the other mechanic of Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. From Miriam, we get the Crescent Moon ability. This is extremely useful. So, for this playthrough, we're going to be killing the allies that we can get. Once we reach Alfred and Jeeble, they're gonna die. From each of them, we get a new ability. So that's going to be the main run of this playthrough, and as a result, you do get a different ending. And you also unlock a different route, or a different mode that you can play through later on as a result. So yeah, this is basically the genocide run of Bloodstained. Here's the thing about it though. While you do get new abilities as Zangetsu this way, and this does make Zangetsu an absolute beast. The game becomes much harder this way. So keep that in mind. I honestly have no idea how I can survive this. Unless the same thing happens like last time? Yeah, the same thing happened like last time. Does that just not kill me? What's going on here? I'm not complaining, mind you, but eh? Oh well. I mean, for all I know, it could be a bug. Sorry, Alfred, but you need to die. You get an extra life if you don't get hurt? Huh. If that's the case, then maybe. I did not know that. Yo, people in the chat, let me know that you guys are still here. Man! Not sure if I can get that. Ah! That was a bad idea! Scrooge McDuck's dream place. I think this would be a little too much even for Scrooge McDuck. Oh, you're right. I do get a 1-up if I dodge the desperation attack. Huh. Today I learned. You served me well in the last game. Maybe I'll let you live. No. And there we go. What I find fascinating about the subject of magic, really, is that, like, for all intents and purposes, magic is the term given to something that cannot be explained through logical means, right? For all intents and purposes, like, a lot of, like, scientific phenomenon in the past was actually chalked up to magic because they just didn't have the research and the ability to, like, look into it. So it was oftentimes associated as magical. Like, a lot of, like, medicines and, you know, natural phenomena that happen in nature was often like, seen as magical. Because they just didn't have the means of explaining it at the time. It's actually really cool stuff. You'd be surprised how much in the past, how much stuff that we see as natural, was chalked up to, like, just magic, back in the day. Simply because they just had no idea how to explain it. I can get that. Ah! That was a complete accident. I'm not gonna spend 2 hours on this jump, at least. But frick do I want that pot! Do not take that out of context! Who's gonna need luck, Shadow Mage? Unscathed! Unscathed! Oh man, that felt good! Woo! Actually, I think that's the first time I've ever, like, done that boss without getting hit. Holy smoke. That felt good. Okay. I might be able to grab that, actually. If I can do this properly. Oh, baby! I got the power up! Sweet! Okay, so, this is a really cool point here. Normally you wouldn't be able to go through it because you need the slide. And, like, you need, like, something to get through that, wall there. But I actually found a way to do this with Zangetsu fully powered up. If you go down here... like this. Ha-ha! Ha-ha-ha! And you go through there, just like that. Scissorman! Freaking Scissorman. See, those things are so freaking fast! Sheesh! Will you stop it, Dark Link? Freaking... cheese. Look, Dark Link, I get the cheese puns, but enough already. I have enough monsters I have to deal with in here, alright? What is Comic Foil and Ignis doing to me? Yeah, I know the holes in the ground are bad! Scissorman! Get away from me, Scissorman! There we go! Okay, can I dodge this? Oh, baby! In style! Woo-hoo-hoo! And there you go. But with such power comes a price. The man who wished for nothing other than the power to eradicate demons spent his final days in abject misery. There were none left to pity nor mourn for he whose heart became dominated by darkness. Zangetsu now reigned as the new Dark Emperor. A long, horrible night descended upon the land. This is the bad ending. We're gonna do Nightmare Mode next, which is where we have to save Zangetsu. So, here goes nothing. Yeah, it basically is Julius mode, but the difference is you already have these characters from the start, like, when you're first playing the game anyway, so it's not all that different. The thing is, like, you don't play through this stage as these characters normally. You only really have access to Zangetsu, during the first part of the game. But that opens up a whole lot of new possibilities. Yeah, Express is... Oh, no! Oh, that's different! Oh, that's different! Yeah, I'm starting to see what you meant earlier about gaining an extra life if you manage to dodge the Desperation attack. That's actually really nice to know. I didn't know about that. My favorite character in Bloodstained. I'll admit to liking the OG, so I do like Zangetsu for all intents and purposes. That being said, Miriam is just really good in this game. like, absolutely amazing in this game. So, yeah, I gotta go with Miriam. So I heard about this discussion recently on Twitter about whether or not you're a fan of a game if you've ever played it and only watched a playthrough. Do you have any thoughts? You can be a fan of something even if you're not fully invested in it. Does that make you a true fan or a huge fan? No, but at the same time, you can still be a fan while not having been invested in something. For example, my girlfriend, Ignis, you guys know Ignis. She is a fan of Overwatch, but she doesn't want to play the game for in any way, shape, or form. Particularly because it's just not her kind of game to play, you know? But she likes the lore, she likes the characters, she likes, the world that was built on Overwatch. She just doesn't like the gameplay, but she's still a fan of it, you know? Same thing with people who think, you're not a fan of, not Bloodstained. You're not a fan of, like, Hellsing unless you've actually, like, watched the original, like, Hellsing anime. And I'm like, get off your high horses, guys. What would you say is the worst part of working at the news or working on YouTube? Honestly, that's a good question. For me personally, working for the, like, it's a different problem for both. Working for the news, has the problem of I have to look at the news every single day. And depending on the kind of person you are, that could be a good thing or a bad thing. For me, I'm not a fan. Like, I will say this much, it has, equipped me a lot better with, like, having certain conversations with people in regards to such matters, but, that doesn't necessarily mean that I like it, because, like, yeah, I may be good at talking about something, but that doesn't mean I like talking about it, and that in particular falls with politics. The worst thing about working for YouTube is... honestly, it's the initial start of it, because a lot of people go into YouTube hoping to be the next big thing, but then they get discouraged that, like, you know, they're not immediately getting subscribers, or, like, you know, it's a very slow start, which is an understandable concern, but no one becomes like, there are people who become stars overnight, but then there are people who, like, go through, like, do the work, and go through the nitty-gritty, and, like, you know, do their best to be what they want to be, despite all that. And I think those are the true heroes, in the media, are those who actually worked, their asses off to, get to where they are. You know, and that's why I appreciate guys like, Rabbit Luigi, who, like, clearly puts in the work, with what he does. Josh Scorcher, who, like, put together his own team. Guys like Jim Sterling. Jim Sterling, like, say what you will, the dude knows, like, the dude is very, very good at what he does. And, like, that's admirable. And that's something I really do appreciate when it comes to, YouTube. Like, if nothing else, like, it is a very toxic situation sometimes regarding YouTube, because, like, they have this idea that, oh, like, unless you make it big, like, soon, you're not really gonna make it big at all. That's not true. I know a few guys on YouTube that have spent years upon years on YouTube, and it took them forever to get themselves to where they are. But, they stuck with it, they, did what they wanted, and they focused on what was important, and that was expressing themselves in a way that they felt, they wanted to do in the first place. One good example of a guy that I know who did exactly that is Wombu. Wombu put in the work, he did what he wanted to do, and he focused on what he desired from himself when it came to YouTube, and, the dude, for all intents... I gotta try and stop saying that much. Saying that phrase so much. The dude really, does a good job when what he does. Like, he works hard, and I personally think, like, if I had known the guy, and I had seen his work, like, years prior, like, I have no doubt that he would have been an inspiration for me, as much as guys like, Josh Scorcher, the Autarch of Flame, and Rabbit Luigi. Like, the guy's really good at what he does. But yeah, I'd say that's the worst thing about YouTube, is just the initial pressure of, like, getting into it in the first place if you ever want to, like, start being a YouTuber, you know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. A spin-off you want to see more of? Good question. Honestly, I want to see more of the Warriors games, but I want it handled more like Hyrule Warriors was. Plenty of content, updates here and there to add more, and it pulls from the entirety of its canon. Like, for real though. Like, I'm sorry, I love Fire Emblem, but Fire Emblem Warriors was just so disappointing in my opinion. Like, that's a game I wish, like, had a much better development cycle, because goodness gracious, like, it was very clear, like, that they were kind of biased on where they were pulling from. Like, honestly, like, a lot of the frustration that a lot of people feel about Byleth is kind of what I feel about Fire Emblem Warriors in a way, because it's like, oh, they're just pulling from this and they're just pulling from that kind of thing, you know what I mean? I get, like, in a way, that's part of the reason why I'm able to relate to a lot of the frustration that people have about Byleth, but that's a whole different conversation. Whoa! That's an instant kill. Now I understand why that boss is so easy. Ouch. Vampires are another, now that I think about it, vampires are another boss that I enjoy, or like enemy type that I enjoy in Dungeons and Dragons. Wow, Jeeble! I'm gonna try something. Okay, no, that does not work. Oh well, we got it. Do comics puns really annoy you as much as you act? Yes and no. The thing is, like, when it comes to that, and I do the same thing with Ignis, my reactions to them are humorous. I do genuinely not like puns. Like, some get me, mind you. Like, there are some puns that I will say do hit the mark, but that's a rare commodity. In a way, it's like, I do sort of act, like, whenever I'm on camera, but they will tell you that, like, I do genuinely groan anytime I hear a pun. Especially Amber, because she lives with me. So, it's kind of both. Like, I do get annoyed with puns, but I do play it up because I know people enjoy my reactions, you know what I mean? So, it's kind of both. That's right! It's just Miriam! Oh, nuts! Alfred! You rock, Alfred! Oh, man. Okay, I need to get under him for that. Alright, here we go. Alfred! Crap baskets! Jeeble! I really like how this fight, like, incorporates all three of them. That's right, we need to protect Alfred! That's it. Thus, the new era of darkness came to an end. However, their failure to save their ally's life weighed heavily upon their hearts. In the end, they only had enough power to save his soul. May this land and his soul know true peace. And there we go! That is the end of Nightmare Mode. If you want to play this game for yourselves, guys, I recommend it. Like, I cannot recommend it enough. Like, this game is great. Absolutely fantastic. Zangetsu's soul remained behind, where it was driven to the afterlife. And here we have this. The end. So Zangetsu is actually alive. Kind of.